Formerly, there were dinosaurs so dangerous that scientists are still surprised by their ferocity. Top 10 the most dangerous dinosaurs.
From the vibes I'm getting, this seems like another one of those really horrible paleontology videos.
Ankiosaurus. Its name means armored lizard. He lived in what is now North America during the Cretaceous period.
When in the Cretaceous period? The end of the Cretaceous period.
It measured 5.58 feet in height, 20.5 feet in length, and weighed around 6 tons.
So the Anki is supposed to be longer than that, and also the Anki doesn't weigh just 6 tons. Anki has a mass of around like 8 to 9.
It is recognized by its bone.
Walking with dinosaurs, Anki has the longest osteoderm structure ever.
Formations covered with collagen.
What? Are you insane? Dude, it's just made of bones.
And by the enormous mallet in its tail. Chances are he used that to deal with his enemies.
Oh my goodness, look at those goofy sound effects.
He also had 2 horns raised from the back of the skull. In the background, it was a quiet animal that used its formidable defenses to dissuade its enemies.
Have I forgotten about those sound effects that probably don't fit to the Anki at all?
And to continue eating its plants. Allosaurus.
Did I just hear T-Rex roar?
In what is now the United States and Portugal at the end of the Jurassic period. It measured up to 29.5 feet in length and 11.5 feet of height. But it did not weigh as much, only 4,850 pounds.
It's still too big. It's only around 3,750 pounds.
Just like an Indian rhinoceros. Its skull was also light, but his jaws contained 60 D-shaped teeth.
D-shaped teeth. Did you not come up with a better adjective?
Since he had to deal with gigantic dinosaurs, such as a Pentaceratops,
which is absolutely ridiculous. Why would it want to hunt something as big as an Pentaceratops? And a Pentaceratops would simply crush the Allosaurus.
And Diplodocus,
which is probably even more ridiculous.
It most likely used ambushes as a method of hunting and attacking as a group.
You mean loose gangs instead of packs that you likely meant?
Pentaceratops. Don't those horns look terrifying to you?
This model is definitely from a game, as you can see. Why are you using this cartoonish one? I saw this thing jumping. How would it be able to jump realistically?
This dinosaur lived in North America at the end of the Cretaceous period. It was 26 feet long.
Which is wrong. It's probably just around 18 to 20 feet in length.
And 13.1 feet high. It weighed around 6 tons, and it looked terrifying.
6 tons. It's probably just 2.5.
It had 3 horns on its head, a strong beak, and thorns in its tail.
Wait, what? So are you confusing the Pentaceratops with Stegosaurus? Oh my goodness. What a blatant lie. At least Brightside, they didn't make stuff up like this.
They walked in packs.
You mean herds? I never heard of a ceratopsian pack as a term before.
And all his bones served to ram his enemies or decide who was the leader of his group.
I saw Pentaceratops jumping, making raptor noises, and then you saying that, hold on, let me revise that. Okay, so what you said in latter is not wrong.
Being a herbivore, it used its beak to pull the ferns from the earth. Carnotaurus. This dinosaur lived at the end of the Cretaceous period in what is now South America. It was 29.5 feet long and weighed more than a ton.
Some estimates even say it's 2.2 tons.
Its appearance was terrifying because it...
Is that the Carcarodontosaurus roar from Jurassic Park Operation Genesis?
Had 2 horns on the top of its skull, hence his name. Paleontologists have determined that he had a formidable sense of smell. that he ran at a great speed, and that his hide possessed scales similar to those of a crocodile.
It did, but it didn't have those awesome like spikes as you showed here.
It has been determined that it used its horns against members of its own species.
The use of these horns is not entirely clear. Several interpretations have revolved around using fighting specifics or in killing prey, though used in display for courtship or recognition of members of the same species as possible as well.
And that it had small eyes to avoid being damaged in combat. Velociraptor.
Of course we have a scaly raptor. What do you expect?
You must know about velociraptors thanks to Jurassic Park, but the film has some inaccuracies. In the early part of the saga, paleontologists find a velociraptor skeleton in the Montana desert, which is impossible because this animal lived in the deserts of Asia during the Cretaceous period.
Oh my goodness. What was that statement? Look. Okay, so it lived in Mongolia. You said paleontologists found velociraptor skeletons in What is even happening anymore?
Their appearance is also different from reality. The velociraptor had his body covered with feathers, especially under the forearms as if they were wings. His name means fast thief, and he was fearsome.
This is a cartoon.
It had 28 teeth per jaw.
Oh my goodness, how did you misspell teeth?
And a claw on his hind legs that he used to nail into the veins of his victims. At the moment of killing, it leaned on one end and kicked with the other to stay on his prey.
You're just nabbing it off from Jurassic Park. Stop trying to hide it.
A carnivorous ostrich. Utah raptor.
The fact that it is about the likes of Pentaceratops and Allosaurus is crazy.
This relative of the velociraptor was worse than the former. Its name means predator of Utah and lived in what today is that state. It was relatively small. It was 23 feet long and weighed 1,102 pounds. However, he had a formidable 10-inch claw, and its herd attack was deadly.
Oh my goodness. When are those videos going to stop talking about those pack hunting shenanigans? It's getting old.
Scientists have discovered that just like the velociraptor, it was covered in feathers. But don't be fooled, the Utah raptor was a serial killer. In
what way? I'm not sure.
Tyrannosaurus rex.
Tyrannosaurus rex should have been number 1. Just saying.
It is the most famous dinosaur of all, and its name means king lizard.
Oh my goodness. Tyrant Lizard King. Did you just get educated by a 4-year-old?
He lived in the Cretaceous period in what is now North America. He was 39.4 feet long, 13 feet high, and weighed 6 to 8 tons.
An average T-Rex had a mass of 8 to 9 tons. Scotty is bigger than that.
Its skull was 5 feet long, and he had teeth that from the outside.
This is literally a Gorgosaurus from Walking with Dinosaurs 3D.
Side measured 25 inches, but from the root, they were 30 inches long.
You said 30 inches, yet you showed 13 inches. This video is reminding me of Right Side right now. Except it's probably even worse because, considering the fact that this person suddenly mentioned that Pentaceratops had spiky tails.
Making it the dinosaur with the best teeth.
Depends on the definition of best teeth.
Its jaw could exert pressure on its prey from 3 to 5 tons.
6.
Enough to tear flesh and bone.
Considering the T-Rex's anatomy, the T-Rex likely used them more for biting, not gripping and tearing.
On the other hand, paleontologists do not know what its true speed was, but they think it's likely that he reached 34 miles per hour.
Which is absolutely insane. A 2021 study suggests that it had a top speed of 17 miles per hour.
Despite this, it was only the fourth largest carnivorous dinosaur.
No, it is the largest carnivorous theropod.
The other three come next. Carcarodontosaurus.
Carcarodontosaurus.
This dinosaur lived in what is Africa today during the Cretaceous period.
Where in Africa and when in the Cretaceous? Let me answer that. Cenomanian age in what is now North Africa.
Its name means shark-toothed reptile,
More specifically, shark-tooth lizard.
or sharpened-toothed reptile.
Did I just hear JP3 Spino roar?
It measured 43 feet in length.
Carcarodontosaurus probably had a length of just 39 feet.
And weighed 15 tons.
Which is absolutely insane. Carcarodontosaurus more likely had a mass to that of 6-ton range.
It had a gigantic skull about 6 feet long. Its great teeth ripped through flesh.
Oh my goodness, Carcarodontosaurus with spinal roar. Is that how paleontology videos are nowadays?
And its hook-shaped front claws served to sustain whatever it wanted to kill.
I don't think it even needed its arms for hunting. Most predators use their heads.
In addition, it was extremely fast, capable of running 20 miles per hour.
What is this roar again? I forgot. Is that an up-hit spinal roar? Is that some sort of random baryonyx, Jurassic? You know what? Forget it.
Gigantosaurus.
That is the dubious genus of a sauropod dinosaur. What you meant is Giganotosaurus.
This predator lived in what is now Argentina during the Cretaceous period.
Also at the Cenomanian age of the late Cretaceous.
It measured 39 feet in length.
Giganotosaurus actually grew to around 41 feet long. A 39 feet estimate is acceptable for shorter Giganotosaurus.
And weighed 8 tons.
They somehow got it correct. Absolutely crazy.
Its skull was 5 feet long. It was so large that it ate animals the size of a Tyrannosaurus.
Would it even want to? Self-preservation instincts, remember?
Its front legs had 3 fingers with large claws. Yet it had a weakness. Its size prevented him from running fast. Paleontologists confirmed this by finding that its femur, i.e. the upper leg bone, measured more than its tibia, the lower bone, which made it even heavier. Most likely, it was an ambush.
Oh my goodness, Giganotosaurus making raptor sounds. I haven't seen anything more cursed than that. At least they aren't using the Giganotosaurus model from Ark.
Predator. Spinosaurus.
Of course Spinosaurus had to be at the top. I can't say I'm surprised. There is literally no Triceratops, no Edmontosaurus or Shantungosaurus, no sauropods either. Although to be fair, sauropods aren't that dangerous because they're very slow.
If you saw Jurassic Park 3, you for sure must remember this dinosaur. It was the largest carnivore ever known. It measured 40.5 feet in length.
It's actually around 43 to 45 feet in length.
And weighed 20 tons.
Which is considered a very outdated estimate. More modern estimates suggest that Spino is probably at the 7-ton range.
It had a long, narrow skull and small ridges over its eyes. Its main characteristic was the thorns that grew in its back up to 5 feet.
Do you even call that Spino back a thorn?
There is a whole debate about how it used them. It is believed that they served to intimidate his victims or to regulate their temperature.
Okay, so at least they didn't say that.
Some scientists think it was a hump Spinosaurus used to store water.
It spent as much time in the water as on the earth, similar to a crocodile.
Its behavior is actually more like that of a stork.
And its main prey were the dinosaurs that were leaning in to fish. If you feel like becoming a paleontologist and—
This is the end of the video. Honestly, it's one of the worst paleontology videos I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. Blatant misinformation. And, outdated stuff as well. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you all next time.